Hi everyone and welcome back yet again to my channel. Today we are drinking vitamin C because this is a serious topic that I want to share with all of you and I do hope you enjoy. Now, as of you all know, we are still in lockdown and things are still very much deur mekaar. That's the Afrikaans word for just really crazy. Even so that our relationships go up and down. Now today, speaking about singleness and just talking about that with all of you, I'm wanting to open up the conversation even more. Jumping right into the video, recently one of my friends was in a relationship and things did not work out. And obviously she was devastated and heartbroken. I mean, any one of us does feel like that sometimes. But what I've noticed with her and with so many other girls that I have spoken to over the years is that they feel like in order to be happy, you have to be in a relationship. And I can understand that because you do not want to feel alone. And being single almost feels like you're vulnerable and you're so alone that you are depressed. And that is not always the case. That is the biggest lie or the biggest threat that I've heard about singleness. And that is the most deceitful thing and something that just makes you absolutely crazy even more, especially through this time when we are still in lockdown. So, what is my advice, you ask me? Well, now personally speaking, I have not been in a relationship ever, but I do know the truth that the Bible tells me. I have the Bible in my hand and a Jesus in my heart, and that is what I am speaking from. I know that we have spoken about Mr. Tap Out, what is good, what is bad. And that is good too. Now we have established what we like, what we want, what is good. But what if I told you all of those things that you want, you need to be first. The best version of you is the best that you can be, obviously. So becoming Mrs. Right before meeting Mr. Right. In this situation about my friend, it's not specifically about staying single. It's about healing your heart. Taking time, and because you are single, you can. Taking time to figure out what you want, what is your confidence, build up the self-esteem that you know you can have back, and find what it means to be loved by God first before finding love in another person. And find love for yourself as well. Now in this video I've said too many times just to be yourself and just to find that confidence, and what does that really mean? So I've put together 4 things. I call them the 4 C's, like C4. Sounds like a bad thing, but it is actually a good thing. So for me, I know that if I'm confident, that's going to stand out. So that is the first C, and we can read in so many versions. I'll put them up here in the Bible. Read in Jeremiah 17 verse 7, Colossians 3 verse 18, James 4 verse 7, Galatians, Proverbs, Psalms. Everything in the Bible tells us to be confident and how we can be like that. So I am going to put up the scriptures right here and you can read through them. Be a compassionate person, to have a heart for others. If we can be kind, that to me, I know for me, is something that attracts me to another person if you are being kind, because it takes so little just to humble yourself and be nice to another person. Again, we can look in Proverbs, even in Luke, and again in Colossians. The third thing is to be considerate. think of what other people would think, what you would say, and how to really speak the truth and how to have wisdom and discernment. Now those are big words, so if you would like me to explain more, then I would love to make another video on that too. We can read in Ephesians and in Proverbs again. Proverbs is such a good book in the Bible that tells us exactly what we need to be. I'm wanting to make another video on Proverbs 31 because they always tell us, you know, wives, girls, singles, please be a Proverbs 31 woman. Well, what is that? So comment down below if you want to know more about that, because I definitely want to go and explore more about that too. So, do you always want to be depressed, or do you want to be a cheerful person and always be happy? Which one to you sounds more a person that can fit into a happy relationship? The cheerful one, of course. So my fourth thing is to be cheerful. Have a cheerful heart, be kind, and just open yourself up to great possibilities outside that you can do, because I mean, you're single, so you can. The last thing I want to end off is, I know that I found love in Jesus, and I want to portray that to you, and that is why I'm so passionate about this specific topic. So what I've done, and what I've even told my friend, get a necklace with a cross or something like a key to your heart, or even something like a purity ring. So that is what I have on. It's got 3 little small gems or stones, don't know what you want to call it, but to me that's just symbolic to Father, Son and Holy Spirit. To him I'm gonna be married to Jesus until there is someone else that God gives me, God willing, that is going to replace that. But still, I'm going to keep this ring forever in remembrance of always trusting God and always believing in him, and knowing that I can go to him for anything, even in the situation where it sounds bad, and where we can change ourselves to love ourselves and let him love us and let go of all what we need to. Thanks so much for tuning in again. This was a very small and very brief topic and a really quick one, so let me know if you want to know more in the comments down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this face and more about this topic, because we can really get real serious on this one. And then throw a like, maybe random number, 25 likes. Maybe I'll do something from the guy's perspective if this gets more than 25 likes, so go do that. And I can't wait to see you next week, so toodles!